Today we are going to discuss the chapter 13, adverbs. The previous class we have discussed the definition of the adverb and the types of the adverb. So I will repeat the definition of the adverb. Adverb modifies the meaning of a verb. In other words, we can write an adverb is a word that modifies the meaning of a verb, an adjective or another adverb. And the types of the adverb which we discussed yesterday are adverb of place, adverb of manner or quality, adverb of frequency, adverb of degree, adverb of time, adverb of reason, adverb of affirmation or negation, interrogative adverb and a relative adverb. These are the things we have discussed in the previous class. Okay, so today we will do the next part on page number 128. Confusing adverbs. So let us see what are the confusing adverbs. You can also open page number 128. We have just learned how adverbs can be formed from adjectives. However, the meaning of the adverb may be very different from the root word from which is formed. For example, high, highly. We live on the top floor of this high building. Can take a sentence that we live on the top floor of this high building. Adjective referring to the height. Here the high is referring adjectives. It acts as adjectives and it refers to the height of the building. The next sentence, Priya thinks very highly on her studies. Here the high is referring to adverb and the meaning is high means the high esteem. Okay. So for example, the examples which is given here, you can take high and highly. These are the two confusing words here. High. Okay. H-I-G-H. H-I-G-H, high and highly. Okay, so we can make a sentence with high. We live on the top floor of this high building. Here high is adjective and it is referring to the height of the building. The next word highly, it acts as adverb here and also the meaning is here high esteem. The next word, two confusing words are hard and hardly. H-A-R-D, hard and hardly. H-A-R-D-L-Y. We can make the sentence with the first word hard. This is a hard bed. The hard here acts as adjective here and also the meaning is hard means solid and stiff. The meaning of hard here, solid or stiff. And also the hard here, this is a hard bed. It acts as adjective here. And the next sentence we can make, her best friend hardly ever studies. Here the hardly is a adverb here and the meaning is seldom. Hardly, the meaning is hardly is seldom. Okay, and some of the adverbs are given in the table which is in your textbook also. We will just read out a few from here. The root word just. We can make the adverb with that justly. Late, lately. The root word is low and we can make the adverb with that lowly. Most, mostly. High, highly. Near, nearly. Right, rightly. Short, shortly. Wide, widely, free, freely. These are the some confusing adverb which is given in your textbook. each word has a different meaning. Here the high, the first high is referring to the height of the building, and the next highly is referring to the high esteem. Okay, hard. Hard means soft and solid. The next one is hardly means seldom or rare, we can say it. Okay. So now the next point is we have to discuss here is adverb or adjectives. We can take page number 129. Sometimes we have doubt whether it is an adverb or adjectives. Okay. How can we differentiate with that? Look at the words in italics in the following sentences. The first sentences which is given here, I had an early arrival. Or the second one is, I arrived early for the party. So first sentence we can take here, I had an early arrival. In the sentence first, it modifies the noun arrival, so it is used as an adjective. I had an early arrival. Arrival, okay? Arrival here modifies the noun arrival. Okay? In the first sentences, it modifies noun arrival, so it is used as the adjective. The second sentences, I arrived early for the party. I arrived early for the party. So early modifies the verb arrived. The second sentences, I arrived early for the party. Early modifies the verb arrived, so it is an adverb. Now the third sentence, this straight road leads to my house. This straight road leads to my house. It modifies the noun road. Okay, the straight modifies the noun road. Okay, please go straight and then turn right. In the fourth sentences, it modifies the verb go, so it is an adverb. Okay, so in the first sentences we can say once again, I had an early arrival. So which is italicized word here? Early is italicized. So we can say that in the first sentences, early, it modifies the noun arrival, so it is an adjective. The second sentences, I arrived early for the party. Early modifies the verb arrived, so it is an adverb. Okay. Here there are some few words and the examples which is given here. Daily, D-A-I-L-Y, daily. So we can make a sentence it as an adjective here. How to make a sentence? Daily as an adjective. Make a sentence with the adjective. This is my daily routine. It acts as an adjective. Daily here acts as an adjective. So make it as an adverb here. How to make a sentence? Daily in adverb. Make a sentence with that. I go there daily. So here the daily is act as an adverb. Okay. So one more sentence we can take. The word which is dead. D-E-A-D. Dead. So we can make it this sentence dead with adjective. That is a dead tree. Here the dead act as an adjective. That is a dead tree. Here the dead act as an adjective. The next one, with the same word we can make it, the sentence we can make it as a adverb. How can we? I am dead certain about it. The meaning is here completely. I am dead certain about it. So here the dead act as an adverb here. The meaning comes here. The meaning is completely. Okay. One more word we can take. Direct. D-I-R-E-C-T. Direct. Adjective. So we can make this particular word with an adjective. There is one direct flight to Colombo. Here the word dead act as an adjective. Then we can change the word and make it as a adverb. This one flies direct to Colombo. The word that here acts as an adverb. Okay. Now take the next page 130. Here the degrees of comparison. We have learned in the previous class also. The degrees of comparison. Hope you are remembering what's the degrees of a comparison. You have already learned that adverbs like adjectives can also be used in the positive, comparative and superlative degrees. You remember there are 3 degrees of comparison, that is positive degree, comparative degree and superlative degree. Okay. We use the comparative degree to show comparison between 2 individual objects, things, actions or events. So positive degree is the base form of the degree. Okay. And comparative means to show the comparison between 2 things. Maybe it may be individuals, objects, things, actions or events. Now we take the superlative degree. This is the highest degree. Okay, the superlative degree to compare one to many. Compare with the one or more than one. We compare with that. Okay, so positive, the base form of the degree, comparative, comparing with the 2 objects, and superlative degree, comparing with the one and many. Okay. Adverbs change their forms in the following ways according to the degrees of comparison. So adverb can be changed according to the degrees of comparison. Okay. For the most adverbs, particularly the one ending in ly, more and most and less and least are used with the base form to indicate the comparative and superlative degrees. Okay, you understood what it is written? For the most adverb, particularly ending with a ly. The word which is ending with a ly. Okay, ly, more and most and less and least used. Okay, and the next one you have to remember the use the base form to indicate the comparative and superlative. The next one is that the comparative and superlative degrees of the shortest adverb with 1 or 2 syllables are formed by er or est to the positive or to the base form. When I give the examples, you may understand more. A list is which is given here for the positive, comparative and superlative. The positive degree, clear, clearer, clearest. Early, it is in positive degree. Earlier, it is in comparative. And earliest, it is in a superlative degree. Okay. Fast, you can remember, you can see that clear. You are adding the last, the 2 letters here, clearer, er, to the comparative degree. Or again we are adding to the root word to est to the superlative degree. So you can remember that the base form with the root word is clear. We are adding to the er to the comparative er to the word clear to form the comparative degree, and also clearest est to the root word to form the superlative degree. Okay, that is the difference, the comparative and superlative. When we use the comparative, we use er to the root word and est to the superlative degree. Okay, same like that it is. Fast, faster, fastest. High, higher, highest. Later, later, latest. Long, longer, longest. Okay, these are the few examples which is given in the textbook on page number 131. You will be going through that chart and learning how to make the root word into comparative and superlative, where we have to add ly or er or est. Okay, and there are some adverbs do not fall in either of the 2 categories mentioned above. There are a few adverbs do not fall in either of the above categories. We told that above categories, some follows the more and most or less and least or ER or ESTs. But there are few categories, they don't follow these two. What are those? The following table give you the three forms of such irregular adverb. We can say those words, those adverb we can say irregular adverb. What are they? Far, further, furthest. Ill, worse, worst. Late, later, last. Little, less, least. Much, more, most. Well, better, best. These are the irregular adverbs. Okay students, that's all today. Your homework is, you will be going through the same chapter, chapter 13, knowing the definition, the types of the adverb, and the degrees of comparison, and confusing adverb. These are the topics we have just discussed now, and also the previous class. So you will be once again reading the chapter, making it sure and understanding the points and completing the exercises in the textbook. Thank you students for listening.